Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of D.D.O.D. In case you didn't know what that stands for, it is Daily Dose of Dog. Jazz fingers. You guys like my hair? I bleached it. It's only going to be this pretty until my roots grow out. But hey, you know what? I do have something to say though. I have been all blonde for a couple of hours because I did this morning. Still a little damp and a little frizzy. Hey. But blondes definitely don't have more fun. I still have to do all the same shit that I did when I had pink hair and black hair and brown hair. So I don't know what all this mumbo gumbo is about as soon as you bleach your hair, you're all of a sudden this carefree, bubbly, happy about everything type of girl. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. So this week on Daily Dose of Doll, I thought that it would be fun to talk about flirting. I have a lot of people come to me for dating advice, always wanting to know what they should do to pursue the person of interest. Now here on Daily Dose of Doll, we don't really get too particular about boy and girl and how it's supposed to be. We just say, this person likes this person and they want to bump uglies. Is that not how that goes? I bumped uglies with somebody once, and I spawned two really amazing human beings, and then I got them. Okay, we're not going here. This is a family show. So we're going to talk about flirting. A lot of people are constantly asking me, mostly guys. I have girls come to me occasionally wanting to know, they want relationship advice, but they want real advice. Like, they're usually already in the relationship. If this could just calm the fuck down with its brightening, I'm pale enough, okay? Could you not? Thanks. Girls are always the same. They're usually already really invested in a relationship, and they want help either prolonging that relationship or getting out of that relationship, because a lot of them know that I went through a really bad first relationship. I married my first boyfriend. That didn't go so well. But that's kind of what happens when you get into a relationship when you're really, really young. You know, it's weird. I wasn't allowed to date until I was 16, and then I was almost 17 when I met my ex, and I should have continued down this road of I don't give a fuck about boys because Barbie is still way more badass. Am I right? Naturally, that didn't last because hormones are a bitch, whether you want to admit it or not. There's just not much you can do. You're eventually going to get interested in something. I don't care what it is. You're going to get interested. I don't remember flirting with him. Like, I remember hanging out with him with my big brother. The very, very first time I hung out with him, I insulted him. Like, immediately. I made a joke. But that's because I was an asshole, like, deep down inside, but I was just a baby asshole, so I didn't know how to project it fully yet, like I do now. That's why everybody loves me, because I'm just this sparkly, glitter-covered asshole. Who wouldn't want that, right? Are you tired of your asshole just not having that extra spunk? Are you tired of it not truly portraying how sparkly of a person you are inside? Well, fear no more. Right now, you can get Emily Doll's Sparkling Asshole Cream. You just put a little on and bing! Life is magical. Whoa, that would not be. Could you see that on QVC? That would be awesome. Fuck these blinds. So I definitely think that, you know, when you're a kid, flirting is pushing and pulling hair and kind of being overly aggressive because you don't know how to contain that emotion. But I never went through that stage. I didn't care about boys when I was younger. They just weren't something that drew my attention. That was more of my sister's profession than mine. And when I met my ex, he dazzled me in, I'm not sure what way now that I think back on it. I don't know. He must have came with food or something, you know? I think, like, I remember one of the first times we hung out, there were go-karts and pizza, and that's just some unfair shit if you think about it. He's, like, giving me this look into this beautiful life of go-karts and pizza, and in the end, it's really just, you know, asshole shit. Nothing. No pizza. No go-karts. Nothing. So I don't remember flirting with him though. I remember just being nice, and then we kind of got to this common agreement that we were gonna try to date each other, and I was like, okay, and I was 17 and I didn't know what I was doing, and I just kind of rolled with it, and then that was it for like 8 years of my life, and then we divorced. Go me. And I started to go out with my best friend in the whole world, Ashley, and I really got to see what it would be like if I was in the dating game and if I had to flirt and like I had to put myself out there. By the way, walking into a place like this, you're not gonna get very many phone numbers. No. But hey, I'm good at this. But yeah, that's me. that's me all the time. So when people tell me I'm flirting, I don't understand what that means. Okay, I don't understand what that means because I treat everybody the same. It doesn't matter. I see a human being, I invest some time into that human being. I get to know them. I talk to everybody the same. I'm kind. I ask you questions. I value you as a person basically until you do something that makes me see you as a total twat waffle, and no longer are you a part of my inner circle. But I mean, other than that, when it comes to flirting, I think men and women and anybody in between are all the same. They just want somebody to genuinely be interested in who they are. You know, they want you to compliment. They want you to make a big deal out of them. They want you to, you know, put effort in to making them a part of your life. And I don't think it needs to be as complicated as everybody does, because the one thing that I've noticed is when guys or girls don't really ask me for like dating advice, it's relationship advice. But for guys, it's always the same thing. Like, I don't know what to do. How should I approach her? How should I do this? It doesn't need to be that complicated, and I'm going to tell you why. I honestly think that when you're going out to, you know, let that person know you're interested in whatever way, I think that you honestly shouldn't focus so much on flirting or getting that person's attention as much as you just need to be yourself and genuinely put yourself out there. Like, give it a good go. Give it a good effort. You know, go in with smiles and, hey, how are you doing? My name is blah, blah, blah. Or if it's somebody you know, just tell them, hey, I think your face is pretty awesome. Yeah. Don't do that. Whatever you do, don't do that. I think that you honestly just need to be yourself. I think guys really don't give themselves enough credit when it comes to approaching girls. And I could be totally off on this, like 100%, but this is Daily Dose of Doll. This is my opinion! And my opinion is that most of you gentlemen out there have tons to give to women. But you automatically, a lot of you that I talk to, put yourself in a category of, I'm not worthy, I'm not good enough, being myself is never gonna work. But you don't know that. You know what I'm saying? You don't know if being yourself is gonna work until you try. And if being yourself doesn't work, then that bitch is not for you, homeboy. Move on. If who you are isn't good enough to get her attention and make her interested, that girl needs to go just as quick as if a guy came up to a girl and or a girl approached a guy and he was like, no, you have to change everything about yourself. Chicks would be pissed off. That guy would be roasted all over the internet. They would be taking out ads in the penny saver to tell everybody how big of a douchebag this guy is. Right? I'm right. I know. I've known several girls like that. That's a factual statement. Just because you're a dude doesn't mean that you can't approach a woman and just be like, hey, this is who I am. I think you're awesome. I'd love to get to know you better. And go from there. There is no bells and whistles. There is no flirting. There is no coo-hoo, tee-hee, me. You guys aren't 12 years old. You're grown-ass adults, and if you want to pursue a person, you have every right to pursue that person. But here is a footnote that is very, 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 very fucking important that you cannot forget, okay? Are you with me? I'm gonna give you a minute. Get it together. If that girl or that guy or whoever you are talking to and trying to connect with on a deeper level, once you've made it obvious, which I think is important, I think a lot of people don't make it obvious that they're interested in going to the next level. They put out all these feelers and they expect some kind of answer, I guess, to come into them without actually getting that answer, because it's an uncomfortable situation. Nobody wants to deal with rejection, right? So if I just put out feelers and maybe he approaches me or she approaches me or they are the ones that do the work, I won't have to be worried about being rejected when I put myself out there. You can't live life like that. You just can't. You can't constantly be waiting for somebody else to move the chess pieces of your life. I think that's how chess works. I've never played it before. But you can't do that. That's not how it works. So you go up to them and you make it known. Whether you do it the first time or after a few times and you're like, I think this person's ready for me to be like, let's go on a date. And I mean a nighttime date, not a day date. I mean, let's go out, let's set the mood, let's have a good time, let's see where this goes. Like, you put it out there. I think that's how you put it out there. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's how you put that out there. If this person says that they are not interested and no thank you, they don't see you that way, they have that right. They have that right. People have a right to want to only be your friend. They have a right to not want to date you. That does not mean there's something wrong with you. That means that you're just not that person's person. But that also means that that person isn't your person. There's a lot of people in this. It's dating. It's a lot of work. I don't know why we do it to ourselves, really. It's very simple. You're totally good enough. You have amazing qualities. You're a great person. You have a lot to offer somebody, and someday you're going to meet that counterpart, and it's just going to work. And it's not going to be difficult, and it's not going to be a mess, you know? Or it might be a little mess, but it's a mess that you can, like, sweep up. You don't have to get, not like OxyClean mess, like just some like sweeping mess. Just, you know, it might be a little difficult here there, but ultimately, when you have that person, when you find your person, whether it be a man, a woman, or anything in between, you know that's your person. And that person knows that you're their person. Never cut yourself off because one person decided that you weren't it for them. Because you're it for somebody. And you need to realize, I have value, I have something that I can give to somebody, and if that person is not interested in what I have to give, that's fine. Because I'll take all of my awesomeness and I'll go find somebody else to devote that time to. And it's really, I think it really can be that simple if we kind of reprogram our brains a little bit. The dating game and the relationship game has always been ups and downs and jokes and a mess, and girls are crazy and guys are assholes, and you know, now there's a lot of different genders in between. So I can only imagine how many dating and flirting issues that other people have. But what I'm saying is that when it comes to looking for a counterpoint in life, don't worry about your flirting skills. Like, I don't know how to flirt. Everybody's like, well, you don't have to know how to flirt because you're just this beautiful model and everybody wants to date you because you're just fucking absolutely amazing. Yeah. That's not true. That's not true. That's definitely not true. I don't get hit on a lot. I don't get flirted with a lot. Or maybe I do and I just don't pay attention to it. My boyfriend can't flirt for shit either. He's awkward like I am, and maybe that's why we get along so well. But that's out there for everybody if you just stop investing so much of your time into the people that told you no. Finding a significant other is just like anything else in the world. You're gonna get told no a lot. that doesn't mean that you don't have a lot to offer. That means what you have to offer isn't what that person needs in their life. Right? It's that simple. But that's my advice on flirting. Yeah. You should probably disregard this entire video. Anyways, that's my shtick. So this has been another episode of Daily Dose of Doll. If you guys think that it's worth a thumbs up, let me have it. This hair is definitely not worth a thumbs up. But if you guys enjoyed this episode, give me a thumbs up. Remember to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of my videos, whether it be makeup videos, Daily Dose of Doll video, or Monday coffee videos, or anything in between. Subscribe so you don't miss out. Remember that I love your faces, and here at Daily Dose of Doll, everything that we say is in love. Build, break, build. That's how it works. So I love you guys. Remember that you have all the worth in the world. Just find somebody who appreciates that worth as much as you do, because you deserve that. So I'm Emily Doll. I am your hostess with the mostest, and I will see you guys next week. I am going to go find something to pour ranch all over and devour and not be sorry for it. Doses!